Ryan inside Laney is easily one of the most popular Piston Cup racers in Cars 3. And for good reason. He's one of few next gens that actually has lines of dialogue in the movie. He speaks twice, both before and after the Florida 500. And he was portrayed by Ryan Blaney, a real-world NASCAR racer who's pretty popular and still on the circuit to this day. Mattel has no shortage of Ryan Laney diecast variants. He's been released in several expanded universe lines, including the Fireball Beach Racers, the Glow Racers, and he has two different NASCAR crossover variants, both a regular one and a metallic one. And of course, his regular diecast has been released several times as well. But despite the fact that Ryan is a pretty popular character nowadays, there was a time where the Cars fan base really hated him. It's a time that I look back on in a pretty funny way. In hindsight, it's pretty ridiculous. But in 2018, people absolutely hated this diecast because he was included in nearly every multi-pack. Yeah, so this is a banner from a 2018 multi-pack. First appearance of Dan Garcia. It was an Amazon exclusive back in the day. And as you can see, Ryan is there. Ryan was released in several different multi-packs in 2018 and into 2019. And it made a lot of collectors really sick of him. This was at a time where people really wanted more new next gens. We had very few. They were just slowly starting to trickle out. And whenever a new pack was revealed, it would always include Ryan Laney and Rusty's McQueen. And this portion of the fan base just absolutely turned on these two items. And it's really funny to me looking back. A lot of people really overreacted. But hey, a lot of people were kids back then in 2018 when this was going on. So, yeah, I mean, that always kind of, I don't know, that always plays a part in my memory of Ryan inside Laney when I think of him. It's always one of the first things I think of when I think of the character. It's just a really funny piece of history tied to this character and my relation to him. Now that we're several years removed from that issue, what do I think about Ryan? Well, I think his diecast is a bit overdone since he has so many variants, but he's one of the better designed next gens, I think, and he certainly stands out from the crowd. I've said before that a lot of next gens look really samey to me, a lot of generic blues, greens, and purples, but Ryan is a very stark, bright orange color, and he's a very rare case of a Piston Cup racer whose two sides have different designs. So, now let's take a closer look. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another review and to another birthday request on this channel. Today I'm very excited because the birthday we're celebrating is for Robin Tailsfighter. If you've watched this channel, you know who Robin is. He's a very good friend of mine. He's been one of my best friends here on YouTube for many years now, and my channel truly wouldn't be what it is today without him and his influence and his input. Robin, thank you so much for the suggestion. I hope you have a great day, and I'm sorry for the time that I accidentally hit your cat in Minecraft, but we're both very lucky that it didn't die there, for my sake, and also for yours. I have a flame sword. Yeah, it was kind of a mess. Anyway, taking a closer look at Ryan here, this is his original 2017 Made in China variant. Later on, he would have a slightly different variant where his pupils were made much bigger. I don't know why. I had it for a while. I repainted it. I think it became my race-damaged Ryan Laney custom, maybe, or if not that, then one of the many customs that I've turned duplicate Ryan Laney's into over the years, because, again, I have had quite a few because he was in so many packs back then. I just distinctly remember having that for a bit. I used it in Cars Randomness, of course. There's this sketch from one of the earlier episodes where two Ryans drive up and he goes, "Hey, like, I like your eyes." And then I repainted him. Of course, since then he's also been released from Thailand. But this is the original one here. Of course, he was sponsored by Blinker, one of the new sponsors for Cars 3, who has this very unique sort of asterisk made out of little circles logo, which is just a darker orange here on the hood. Very nice color scheme with the orange and light blue highlights. The orange is ever so slightly kind of shiny. It's not metallic, it's not reflective, but it does just have the slightest sheen to it, and honestly makes him look pretty nice. It's something that I never really noticed with my old camera, but with this new one here, it's really kind of picking up a bit of a shine to Ryan that I didn't notice before, which honestly looks really, really nice. On the side, we have all the secondary sponsors you would expect. The Piston Cup Combustor, Carbon Fiber, and Synergy, number 21, and these really beautiful metallic blue wheels. Look at those. Those are so cool. I wish we had an entire car just with that color. Or maybe his blinker logos could have been that color. That looks so good. I absolutely adore how that came out. Next to his number, which is done in this very sort of modern font, we have another dot asterisk, and then this blue stripe. And as I alluded to earlier, Ryan's other side is different from this, and that is because the blue stripe design kind of carries over, you can see it kind of folds over and ends here on the back. We have another blinker logo there with the dot logo again. His rookie stripes, nice to see that most of the next gens have those in treadless. 21 and blinker logo there. And yeah, on this side, we have a different design. Honestly, in hindsight, I don't know why they made the two sides different. I know I said before it was because this one kind of ends and like doesn't carry over, but that has nothing to do with it. I don't know why I said that. I kind of forgot where this started. Honestly, it would have made perfect sense to just mirror this onto this side and have this blue stripe go here. You know, you could have continued it onto this side, but instead, no, they cut it off there and they started a new one here, and on this side put the blue stripe in front of the little dot asterisk logo, which actually, I don't know which side I prefer. I think I do prefer this side, but I love how it makes the car look from a top-down view. It almost looks like he has this sort of wrapping, like these kind of ribbons on him, and it looks really, really nice. I just wish that this is something they did more with piston up cars, asymmetrical sides. We don't see it in the car series all that often. We've started getting it a bit more with like the GRC cars, but man, I would love to see some more asymmetrical racers in the future. But there you have it, guys. Ryan inside Laney, a background next gen who's a bit more than a lot of the other background next gens. One that a lot of people like quite a bit, one that a lot of people really didn't like for quite a bit. And all I'll say to end this review is, Mattel, one day, I think it'd be really funny if you re-released Ryan inside Laney, but you made him the color scheme he is from that weird animation error where the colors are switched. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, very happy birthday to Robin Tails Fighter. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.